It all comes down to this, Game of the Year 2024. While the video's going here, make sure you write down your games of the year and let me know why they're your game of the year. I'd love to read through your comments. Hey, how we doing? Coming in at the bottom of the list is Luigi. You know, the forgotten brother. No one cares about Luigi. Mario's the star. I thought it would be funny if I was down here in a weird basement talking about Luigi's Mansion, hanging out with ghosts. This is a haunted basement? I don't know. Hope not. Luigi's Mansion 2. I really actually liked this game. I enjoyed it a lot. I actually did a pretty good amount of a Let's Play on my channel, a live stream series of it. Is it gonna eat me? Because if you eat me, I'm gonna have a few swear words. Wow! And you know, Luigi, I just love Luigi. He's such a cool dude. And it's funny because like this is almost kind of like, it's really Zelda-esque. It's very puzzly, and it's way harder than I thought it would be, and it made it really hard to stream it because like, sometimes you really like, I don't like looking up guides, so like, it would have been better if I wasn't streaming this so that I could like take my time and figure out the puzzles, you know, because like on a live stream you feel like it needs to keep going. But anyway, I don't know if this is super live stream friendly, but I really think this game is really underrated, and I never played it on the 3DS, so it was cool to finally get to play it. Because Luigi's Mansion 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. It's interesting because this isn't really like Luigi's Mansion 1. It has a completely different vibe, and yeah, it was really fun to play it. And as a puzzle fan, I love puzzles, I'm the Zelda guy, I thought this game was just actually pretty dang good. Like, so it's coming at the bottom of the list here. So not revolutionary, but pretty dang good. A lot better than people were saying. Like, a lot of people just don't buy it. Not good. Don't even buy it. And I was like, I want to try it. Because I love my man Luigi. You know? Why did you kiss Luigi, Keegan? You're so weird. So this next one is almost honorable mentions territory, and I don't have a physical edition of it because it's just a Steam game, a viral Steam game. And we are talking about content warning. Now, I have never, ever, since being a kid, when I had, you know, when you're a kid you have that fresh creativity, you know, like the world just looks so different, right, as a kid, and like you form all that nostalgia. I felt like I was a kid again playing content warning. Like 12-year-old Keegan, if he was playing this would be his favorite game ever, and he would never stop playing it. I feel like I only played it like a handful of times, but it embodies everything that like, yeah, I've never had, this is the most fun moment I've had all year is playing content warning with my friend Trevor.
What's up everybody, look what we got. So we got this just in case things start to bite Keegan.
Oh! Wait, turn it off!
Stop recording.
I legitimately felt like all the responsibilities of being an adult were gone. And I actually felt like I was a kid again, like playing Animal Crossing for the GameCube, like in my house where I had no worries, you know, and like there was no weight of the world on me. Hands down, my favorite moment of the year was playing content warning with my friend Trevor. It felt so cathartic, and I'm really happy that I got to feel like that again, because I haven't felt like that, you know, in years. So it was really, I mean, I get that feeling once in a while from video games, and that's why I play video games. I like being transported back to the time when my imagination, like, I could just go play with a stick and it was a sword, or like I could make a fort in my house and it was a gigantic fortress, you know? A gigantic maze, you know? And that's how this game made me feel, and that's why it's on my list. I wish I could play it more. But yeah, so anyway, content warning is this game where you're these wobbly little like space dudes, and you go down to this dark black and white world that looks all scribbled together, and there's monsters down there, and what you gotta do is you gotta go film them with a camera. And it's so amazing, because that's how I felt when I was young. I had these cheap like cameras that we'd buy, you know, that like have made grainy footage, you know, and I've been making like videos since I was a kid, and I've always been obsessed with cameras. So like going down and videotaping these monsters and like just going and being funny like you're making a movie, you know, like in a video game, it's just, there's something so magical, so beyond magical about this game. I really think that anyone who has a group of friends can get together a little group of friends, just even two, you know, like play this game, and like there's just something so magical about just turning on this game. The second you get down into that world, I don't remember what it's called, the little dark, creepy world you go into, and just like there's just something magical happens, and you become a kid again. You get goofy, you're being silly. You know, and you're doing it all for the camera, and it's not even a real camera, you know, like, yeah, it's so good. And then you can save the footage that you actually get in the game, and you can make little videos out of them, which is what I did. But yeah, I love it. I feel like I could talk about this way too long, so I'm gonna cut it off here, but there's just something so amazing about this game. Yeah, yep.
Core Keeper, I am so surprised that this game is not more popular than it is. Right here we've got this like really cool survival crafting game, definitely in the Minecraft vein, but instead of 3D it's like top down, like any top down dungeon exploring type game, and it has all the Minecrafty elements, you know. You like get a pickaxe and you dig your way through, you know, you dig your way through tunnels and things like that. The whole game is like underground, and I don't know, I think this game has a lot of freedom of expression, and like you can do a lot of fun things. There's like fun little decorating in this game. The combat is pretty cool. Like you get like a bunch of different abilities, like you got like a dodge ability and like and things like that. I played the beta of this game before it came out, and it's finally released, and the Switch version does have like some problems, but overall I think after a couple patches they kind of fixed it up. But yeah, me and my girlfriend played this a lot. Me and my friend Crispy played this a lot. Me and my friend Trevor played this a lot. But this is a really good game. Get some friends together. You can build your own little world underground. Princess Peach!
Yeah, see, I can still hear you.
Ma!
You can still hear and see you fine.
This game really is like hours and hours of just like endless fun, you know. And yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised not more people talked about it. So I wanted to shine a light on it, put on my Game of the Year list. By the way, I did do an Album of the Year list, which you can find. I don't know. Can I even put links up here? I don't think I can do that anymore. If you're looking for Terraria mixed with Minecraft vibes, you found it right here, man. You did. You found it. You found it. Here it is. Catch it.
Well, well, well. It is Animal Well, the indie darling of the year, besides Bellatra, which I didn't play. So Animal Well, I really, really, really like this game. I think that, let me preface this with, I don't watch YouTube like crazy, but I did see like a couple videos of people talking about how this was just like the next coming of Indie Christ, you know? And so I went into this with such high, maybe too high expectations, but when I popped the game in and played it, I love it. It drops you into this mysterious world. Everything is just ambient and just like you don't know where you are, you don't know what's going on. And this game is like, it's a puzzle platformer, and it feels really satisfying to solve things in this game. You're directionless, you know, kind of like it really has like some Super Metroid vibes. I feel like that's a very big influence on the guy who made the game. I think just one person made this game. It's incredible. I love the graphics. They're all really cool. It has a really cool lighting engine that makes everything spooky and interesting and, you know, creepy and ambient, like I said. And yeah, I just love solving the puzzles. They slowly get harder as you start in a little spot and like you kind of start exploring outwards, and then stuff starts slowly getting harder. There's some really unique stuff. You get items that have multiple uses. So you have little items that you use, and then just they have multiple ways to solve puzzles with one thing. So it's like you get little mechanics, and they really creatively create puzzles for your solving enjoyment. As I said, I love the pixel art in this game. I love the art style. I love the little dude you are. You're this cute little dude, and he's just adorable. He's just a little tiny, just whatever he is. I love him. And the biggest takeaway from this game is it's your perception and your observation is what gives you the rewards in this game. You really actually have to pay attention to your environment and just weird little quirky things. And I really like that. I really had to zen out to play this game, and it brought me great joy this year. I really, really liked this. I haven't beat it, but I want to play it more, and I do want to beat this game. I think I'm this close to beating it. Emio the Smiling Man. Now, I've never played visual novels, okay? I don't like books that talk to me, okay? I don't like reading. Are you kidding me? I don't even care if the book's read to me. I don't need books. Books are for freaking nerds, dude. Okay, so this game, it was something else. This is a Nintendo game, and, well, let me tell you, the end of this game is... It was too much for me, okay? It really was like too... Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta commit to the bit. Commit to the bit, Keegan. How do I look? Tupperware fell on me. There was Tupperware in that bag. Let's get serious here, though, all right? I can't be serious. But this game really stuck with me. Yeah, so it's a mature game. Most of the game is pretty chill, and I don't know, I don't think it's revolutionary, but like I said, I can't forget the game. And I think that that's something. like that's what I'm saying, it's just stuck with me. Dude, it won't, like I remember the whole experience so well for some reason. And, but I did enjoy my time. I actually, maybe I'm a visual novel fan now, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, it's just like a game you like kind of point and click on options, and sometimes it's like, doesn't really make sense what you click on, and you just kind of like keep clicking on the same thing till you can get somewhere. But, I don't know, I really did like it. I thought it was intriguing, interesting story, not, you know, not the craziest thing, but at the end, it's pretty brutal, and like, that's what I was gonna say. I was playing this at like 3 a.m. because I started beating the game, and then there was more to the end of the game than I thought. And I'm not giving any spoilers, okay? I'm just letting you know the end is insane. So like you really do build into something just absolutely wild and crazy. But really, I am saying this game kept me up at night. And yeah, I don't regret playing it. I'm happy I did this. I beat the whole game. Obviously, Keegan, you've made it sound obvious that you beat the game. You just said.
This is a reminder. Monday, bone day. This is a reminder. Monday, bone day.
I'm getting boned on Monday. Why did I set that as a reminder?
This is a reminder. Philcoms.
What did that say?
This is a reminder.
Stop reminding me things! Shut up! Here we have Promenade. One of the cutest little indie games that people completely glazed over this year. I'm serious, this game is really, really dang good. I would super recommend it, and just, it's like a puzzle platformer, but it has almost some like Sonic-like qualities. The movement in this game is awesome. Like you can like, it's probably very speedrunning friendly. I don't know how to speedrun. I can speed walk, but this game is really cute. You get this cute, it's like a boy, like a young boy, and then he's got a cute little jellyfish friend, and it's it kind of Klonoa, has like some Klonoa vibes. A lot of like the mechanics are based on grabbing something and throwing it, and momentum based, and then just momentum based in general, because you can kind of like roll up in a ball and like, and you can go really fast in the levels, and they're like built around those cool mechanics. And really, really interesting boss designs. They're really fun. Like the bosses are like a puzzle all in themselves. And yeah, just really cool game. You hop into levels like a Mario kind of, but like the overworld is still connected to the levels sort of. Like there's puzzles throughout everything, and then there's hidden levels within levels. This game is very good. I didn't beat it this year, but Maddie did beat it, and she said that, I think she said it made her cry. So there must be, yeah, I mean, I think it's cute, and it has a lot of heart, and I do eventually want to beat this one soon. SMT 5 Vengeance, the upgraded Atlas, blah, blah, blah. So this game already came out like, you know, a few years back, and they took the game and they elevated it to another level. Here's a steelbook. It's looking crazy, dude. Forget how like insane this thing looks. So yeah, I already enjoyed the original version of this game, but they really went in here and just like I said, elevated everything. They made it a much better game. In fact, like I think this is much more Game of the Year contender than the first version of it. They really fixed everything that like I don't really know what like people were like not liking before, but what I can tell is just they just made this game like really what they wanted it to be in the first place. It runs way better than the old one did. And yeah, there's way more to do. It's just so much, the flow state is better. There's more to do. Now they have human party members, which makes it feel more personal, and I like the human party members a lot. What do you think about this game, Princess Peach? My camera's trying to focus on Princess Peach's face. So, what do you think? Oh, it's super scary. Oh, yeah. Demons, they don't have demons in the Mushroom Kingdom, eh? I'm not crazy far in it, but SMT games are brutal, and like, this game beats the crap out of you in like a good way. Like, I like both in my RPGs, you know? Sometimes I like that like comfort food Dragon Quest type RPG, and then sometimes I love that like a brutal RPG that I really have to actually like be super present in the battles or else they wipe me, you know? They added like this ability to like go to an area to like talk and chat and hang out with your demons, you know? And so like it doesn't have a Pokemon vibe, but you know, like I'm more like I like Pokemon a lot. I'm a very big Pokemon fan. And like, don't get the lines crossed if this is anything like Pokemon, but you get to recruit demons. Like, you gotta talk to them and you can get them on your party and stuff. But for me, like, all the demon designs, while they're like cool in their own way, it's like I'm not ever like I don't ever like want to have them in my party. So like that's kind of a good thing because you just fuse demons. But I wish there were just like party members in the SMT games that I just really like to have. You know, like, because there's a lot of times like, oh, I like that demon, but you don't really keep them that long because you're fusing them into other things. So that's the part of SMT that sometimes I'm just like, you know, I feel like a lot of my party members can just be like fodder till more towards the end of the game.
So, Fields of Mistria. I feel like it's finally that farming simulator game to just really get me into farming simulator games. Sure, I've dabbled in plenty of Stardew Valley, and yeah, Fields of Mistria kind of is like a Stardew Valley-like sort of experience, but I feel like everything they've done in this game is just inspired in a way that I really appreciate. The characters, I really fell in love with them, and I like all of the quality of life changes to the genre that they've got going on. I really think that this game has a good thing going, and if they stay on it and add more content to it, I think this game is just like I already think it's fire, but I really think that this game could have a crazy longevity. And yeah, maybe this game kind of doesn't count on the Game of the Year list because it's early access, but I think it counts, and I really, really like this game. Yeah, I really fell in love with it. I loved making content on it. I made Let's Plays, and I think that there's some really awesome Let's Plays because I think the game just lends itself to just being so fun to play. It's just really open. They made the combat and exploration better than a lot of its predecessors or just other games in the genre, and like the character designs, I think I already said that, but they're really, really cool. I think I find all of the like, yeah, just all the characters are just so fun in this game, and there's so much more color to the game, and I really prefer the pixel art in this game over a lot of its other like competitors. It's really, the pixel art really has this like, it kind of has a Link to the Past Zelda Link to the Past vibe. There's something about the pixel art that reminds me of that. It makes me feel cozy and right at home with the game. And speaking of cozy, yeah, like I never feel stressed out playing the game. Mushroom Dude, you're going in the soup whether you like it or not. Stop. I love jumping into a brand new day on the game, and I'm just like, you know what, one more day. One more day. It's just very, very, very addicting. Just because it's really fun, and I think it's just really well made. Props to the developers. I can't wait for the full version of this game. Maybe it'll be on another Game of the Year list of mine. Seems like cheating, but you know, good game. And it's cheap. Cheap and amazing on Steam. Yeah. Pardon me, but the howdy has been activated.
Dude, Dragon Quest III Remake, it is so good. Oh, it's amazing. So Dragon Quest, comfort food RPG, really, you know, basic turn-based, but I love the Dragon Quest system. I love everything about this game. They elevated the graphics to 11, and the lighting engine is insane. It's so good. It runs really well on the Switch. perfect place to play RPGs because you can just turn the Switch off, throw it off to the side. Like, I bring this to work and play it. I'm not allowed to, but whatever. I love it. I've never played Dragon Quest III. I'll just say that. I'm a big Dragon Quest fan. Like, I've played a lot here and there. I own a good amount of them. I've almost beat this game, and I just love it. I have such a huge love for Dragon Quest, and I think this is amazing. I love how it works with the party system. So you just kind of recruit party members like some, you know, old school Final Fantasy, and there's lots of just pizzazz in this game. It has really great pixel art for the enemies that are a little bit more detailed, and they really come alive. And I have nothing but good things to say about this. I loved playing this game. It's just Dragon Quest. Every Dragon Quest game is just so solid, you know? Like, you know what you're gonna get and you know you're gonna love it, type of thing. And I loved it. I love everything they did. They expanded the world a lot more. Like, now there's a monster wrangler, so you can find monsters on the world map, and like they added little sparkles. So it's just fun to explore, which is good. I think that's what this game needed to like kind of like modernize it a little bit more. And yeah, I like the difficulty in the game. I couldn't be more happy with this, and I can't wait for the next HD2D Dragon Quest games. Please, I'm ready. I'm already ready. Dude, they remade a GameCube game and proved that this game is perfect in the modern age. This game is ancient, you know, technically. So anyway, they remade Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I played this game as a kid. I actually can't remember if I beat it. Like, me and my brother played this back in the day, so I think we kind of beat it because I remembered like mostly everything, or like, you know, like I had to be re-reminded, but once I went, oh, I do remember that was in the game. So it's hard for me to piece the memories back together of what happened, but this game, the flow state is perfect. The battle system is so good. I understand why people just do challenge runs of this online, like they mod and just like and just do challenge runs of this game. I understand. Like, this game is so replayable. The only thing, and I think that you've probably heard people say this, the only thing I wish that they did is made it so you could skip through dialogue quickly, and then I literally would give this a 10 out of 10. Like seriously, it's like a 9.9 out of 10. That's how good this game is. Well then, Keegan, wouldn't this be at the top of your list? But yeah, no, this game is so dang good. I know it's a remake. This is game of the year quality. Like, how much effort they put into this. They remade this game from the ground up. It's not the same anymore. You know, like all the ways you move around, they're very similar, but you know, like it's just they made everything just feel so freaking amazing in this game. Like, I adore it like crazy.
Honestly though, if I did go somewhere and I noticed that I was missing my butt, that would be very alarming.
Like, we were spoiled back then. Like, I'm telling you, like, this battle system is actually perfect for RPGs. Like, it's one of the greatest RPG battle systems ever, and this is where the future of Paper Mario needs to go, dude. Because this battle, it's just too good. Like, I don't know, I could play this for hours and just keep enjoying it, and that is what I did. I barely ever turned my Switch off while I was playing this, and I played it pretty much all the way until I beat it, because I was just madly in love with this thing. And not to mention, I really firmly believe this is the best Mario storyline, Mario storytelling there's ever been, dude. All the characters are so good in this game. You get party members, they're all so awesome. I love them, every single one. I want to hug them and be like, I love you. You know, and Bowser's cool in this game, Peach is cool in this game, and the final boss sequence is the coolest, like, ending to a Mario game ever, dude. And the music in this game is so good. I listen to it, like, I actually listen to it, you know? Like, there's a lot of video game soundtracks I actually listen to, but like this new revamped the soundtrack in this, sorry, I'm losing myself. The soundtrack in this is just so good. Like, I love it. It's amazing. You think one day they're gonna make like a turn-based Paper Zelda game or a turn-based Paper Luigi game? Dude, please, Nintendo, you gotta do it. Horror movie vibes. This game right here, Unicorn Overlord, had its freaking hooks in me since the moment I stuck that cartridge into my Switch. I brought it freaking everywhere, which is great because the Switch portability, gotta love it for freaking RPGs and stuff. Yeah, I brought it everywhere. I was bringing it to work, I brought it to weddings, I brought it to baptisms. All seriousness though, Vanillaware made a really addicting game. And it's Vanillaware, everyone loves like this kind of cool like hand-drawn art style. And I think all the character designs are really cool, and it's awesome to, this game has so many classes. So you have an abundance of different types of characters to pick, and you squad up, you squad up 6 characters into a group and you bring them into battle to fight other groups of other characters. And the most addicting part of this game for me is like just mixing and matching and see how different characters and classes work with different other characters and classes. And it's so fun because the whole game is like interconnected. Like you're already on the world map once the game starts, and then all the battles, they happen on this giant open world basically. It's not open world exactly, but like you have to like kind of slowly spread out and conquer the land. Well, you're unconquering the land because you're the good guy or whatever. We're uniting the people, that's what it is. But yeah, battles are really fun. They're on a time limit, which always like made me go, ugh, I hate stuff like that. But all it does is they give you a good time limit, and then it just really makes you have to think about what you're doing. Which I find to be really fun. This game is all about just like making the right decisions and sending the right group of characters out to fight the right group of characters, and then balancing like healing and stuff. And it just works really well. Super fun. Love this game. As you can see right here, I'll throw it up on screen. This is my year in review for the Switch. Yep, I played this game way too much. I am literally so excited to talk about Visions of Mana. I love this game. I completely no-lifed this game. Like, I put so many hours into this, it's insane, and I just like went from start to finish and beat the game in like 4 days, which is crazy for me. I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of responsibilities. This is the cool steel book here. The GameStop employee just gave this to me. I don't have a PS5. So I don't own a physical copy, but I needed something to hold up. So I was like, hey, can I have this? And it's really cool. So I'm very happy to have this. I'm gonna buy a PS5 physical copy just to own, because I don't know what's wrong with me. But this game is so good, I love it. So anyway, it's an action RPG. I've always been a Mana fan. I love the character designs in this game. So the story kind of blows, but at the same time, the story made me cry twice. So I don't know what that says about the story, you know? Like, they really could have worked on the story more, but I don't know. I love the character designs, and what's so great about this game is you have like classes. So it's an action RPG with like classes, like a class system, based on different elements. And you can change up every single character only has like really like 3 different fighting styles, but that's a lot with, how many characters are in this again? Like off the top of my head, yeah. There's like 6 characters, all with like 3 fighting styles, but they have more classes. Every single fighting style has like 3 different classes, and they all have different abilities. Like some characters can be more tanks. There's a ton of different different builds and stuff, which is really cool, and it just makes it so fun. And like, I just loved button mashing in this game. I will say, the last boss, I actually had to fight, like, I didn't come as prepared as I could have, and I actually had to use all the mechanics in the game to kick that guy's butt. So I actually got a challenge at the end of the game. I don't know if he's supposed to be hard, or if I just suck, but yeah, there is like, there's like some, it's like if Devil May Cry was really slow. So like, you can launch enemies and combo them, and I don't know, I heard some people saying it was clunky. I don't feel like this game is clunky. I really like how the hits happen. You like magnetize to the enemy and then beat them up, and it feels very fighting game. Like, it feels like it locks you onto them and then you combo them. I love it, and it's free flowing. It's 3D. Yeah, I don't know. I found like fighting on the battlefield awesome. You can like zip up to enemies and just like beat the crap out of them. And I love it. I absolutely adore this game. and it got no love, and I'm so sad about that. I think this game is so good, and I think it sold bad, and I want more Mana games in this vein too. And I love the graphics. Like, they're like obviously Unreal Engine kind of graphics, but like, I don't know, I think the graphics are awesome. I love what they did. Like I said, the character designs are just so good. Character designs for that's like Mana games with like cute enemies and you beat the crap out of them. They're like little cuties and they're like, I don't want to kill you, but oops, I'm killing you. And then I just love all the characters. I don't really like the plant dude, but otherwise I love all the characters. I think they're really cool. God, I love this game. I couldn't recommend it more, but it got some lukewarm reception. So a lot of people think this is a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I don't agree. But I love it. There's a lot to do. It's open world. Did I even say that? No, it's open zone. But there's so much. There's actually a lot to do in the game. You know, it's not like Breath of the Wild crazy open, but it's just enough for a fun, really cool beat 'em up action RPG. I love this game a lot. Part of me feels like I have to defend this Zelda game. This is Echoes of Wisdom that came out this year. You know, chibi little cute Zelda. I love this game, but yeah, I'm not going for the vibe of trying to tell people they're wrong for not like super enjoying something. I just feel like Zelda fandom has changed a lot in the wake of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Feelings aside, for me, from being an old school Zelda fan from, you know, since I was a little child, I think this is one of the creative things. I think this is one of the most creative things that I've seen come into Zelda in a long time. You get to actually be Zelda, and Link is still there. I don't know. I think this game is so great because it makes you have to go into situations in such unique ways, and that's why I love watching people play this game. Every single person I've watched play this game has played it completely differently than how I've played it.
No way, I learned how...
And I just think that's so beautiful how they somehow figured out how to bring the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom vibe into 2D Zelda, top-down 2D Zelda. And yeah, I don't know, some people, I feel like top-down 2D Zelda isn't that popular. It sells like crazy, but like I feel like algorithm-wise, you know, frick the algorithm. I was about to put my middle finger up, can't do that. Have to blur it out. Ow! Those are my fists. I'm so angry at the algorithm. Anyway, no, I love this game. I thought it was gonna be number 1 on my list, but some things happened this year. You're gonna see in a moment, but I really love this. I think it's super fresh for the Zelda formula, even though it's kind of just doing what Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom did, but it's not. You know, I don't know. I really love the direction Zelda's going, and I love playing as Zelda. It makes me happy. I think she's adorable. I love her so much.
Poof! Hello and welcome to the car dimension. So next we've got this right here. We got Metaphor. Oh man, Metaphor Fantazio, and how Fantazio-tastic it was. I feel kind of weird not putting this at number 1. Like, this really does feel like the game of the year, but I just want to say, you know, in a second here, there's a video game that really took my heart this year. But this game, I think it's mind-blowing. I think this brings us back to the golden era of Final Fantasy. That's how good this is. And I am not even being hyperbolic. Like, there's unique races, there's a unique world, a unique setting. Like, this really does feel like the golden age of turn-based RPGs, and I think we're in a second renaissance of you know, another golden age of turn-based RPGs. I love how this game works. It's mostly got the press turn system where you're looking for the weaknesses of enemies, but also it adds another level to it where you actually have classes that you can class change your characters into to give them different abilities, different vibes, different feels. All in all, this game just murders it on presentation. Like, the music is so over the top and good. Well, it's not always over the top, but I mean, it's just over the top awesome with like the music, and all the character designs are so cool, and the voice acting is amazing. And yeah, the story is told in such a cool way. They have, you know, like they have in-game graphics, then they have cutscene graphics, and then they also have animated graphics, like actual anime, manga, like drawings. Manga, why did I say manga? Anime drawings.
This looks so cool, man!
You're not flipping comic book pages, you know, like, so, not manga. But anyway, like, yeah, and just, yeah, and it's like the game isn't scared to be like a little bit over the top and too brutal and things like that, which I really find enjoyment in. Like, I was like surprised, like when I was live streaming this, I was like, holy smokes, like people are getting stabbed and like, you know, it's got some, you know, got some grim dark vibes to it that just really work. And like the enemies in the game are humans, and I won't explain to you why, but the humans are like abominations. Like what we think of demons are called humans in this world, and it's really cool. And I mean, they are abominations, dude. Like every time you see one of these new boss designs, you're gonna literally be like, good God, man. You see those crazy things and you feel like you need to wash your mouth out with soap, dude. I'm gonna have to sanitize. I really love like the main character in this game. He's got 2 colored eyes, got like the David Bowie thing going on. And yeah, there's still some social link stuff in this game, which I think works really well. Some people say it works better than Persona, the way that it works in this game. All in all, I could keep talking about it, but yeah, it's really cool. You have 2 lines in battle where you can jump back and forth, so that you can there's a front row and a back row that adds another layer, another dimension of strategy to the battlefield, so it just doesn't feel so one dimension. And exploring the dungeons is really, really cool. One of the best things about this is like this hybrid thing where when there are weak enemies, you get to slice them up hack and slash style before you get into a turn-based battle, so you don't even have to deal with weak enemies. Genius, dude. Yeah, I praise it. I praise this game. I rate it. If I was in the UK, I rate this.
Hey, everybody! Sorry! Oh, oops! Oh, oops! Oh my God, that was so many oopses all at once. Yikes. I had to show off this insane poster that the GameStop employee gave me. Look at that. I'm trying to make sure there's no glare on it, but yep, kind of amazing. Metaphor should have been Game of the Year. Oh, it's so cool.
All right, here it is, Game of the Year. Somehow, I can't explain it, but something magical happened between me and Persona 3. So Persona 3 Reload is the remake of Persona 3 that came out on, what, the PlayStation 2 all those years ago. I have a lot of like nostalgic stories about this game. And this is the first Persona game I've ever played, but one of my best friends, his name is Brendan, I have always watched him play the Persona games. I watched him play through this whole game and Persona 4. Back where I used to live when I was a kid, there was like a barn in the backyard that we had a TV, and we'd go hang out in the barn. And I watched him play through like this whole entire game. And I don't know if I ever truly like understood it. I was like, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think I would like it. You know, back in the day when I first saw them like blowing the personas out of their heads, I was like, oh my lord, that is a little extra, Brendan. But the Persona finally clicked with me, and I agree that Metaphor probably should be Game of the Year, but my PS4 has never gotten so much love than this year. Well, besides when I played Death Stranding on it for, you know, a whole year on end. But yeah, Persona 3 and and Metaphor, yeah, those are my 2, you know, top games this year. So my PlayStation 4 was cooking, I'm telling you. But I finally get it. I love everything about this game. I even love Tartarus. I feel like Tartarus feels like I feel right at home in there. Like I actually really like how I kind of like know what to expect with the like little randomly generated little rooms. I like to like start learning like, oh, I know exactly how that corner goes and things like that. Which I thought I was not going to. I thought Tartarus was going to be. I was not going to like that. You know, I usually like more unique areas, but I don't know. I felt at home there after I had been in there a couple of times. I was like, I liked knowing what to expect. And I finally get to see the press turn system in all its glory. All I had played before this was SMT. Oh, and then Metaphor, but that's this year. I finally, the flow state of this game is so perfect. It feels so good. I love how snappy the battles are, except for the boss battles where you really have to think, which is good. I love when you feel like you're on top of things in this game. You're just really quickly finding enemies' weaknesses, and you're just like blasting through the battles. And yeah, I don't know. This game, I like it way too much. I love it. And I did not think this was going to be my game of the year. I wrestled with it. I was like, no, Metaphor is the game of the year, dude. You know? I'm going to get laughed out of town if I think this is my favorite, but I love it. Like the life sim stuff, I thought I hated it. And now I love it. I feel like I'm kind of playing Animal Crossing in a turn-based RPG. And yeah, everything kind of came together for me playing this this year. And yeah, I love it. The graphics are so good. Like, I love how it's like the character designs. These are my favorite Persona characters, personally. That, you know, and also, I haven't played Persona 5 or Persona 4 yet, okay? But I'm just saying, like, the looks of these characters have always been my favorite. You know, being, like, someone who's just been, like, Persona adjacent. You know, I've just been watching it from the shadows, you know, like... Yeah. Cool game, dude. But I love fusing personas and, like, trying to figure out how to make sure that my party is balanced as possible with the different personas I'm picking. You know, and so that, like, I can make sure I can hit all the weaknesses in the dungeons. Man, this game is just way too good. And the story is awesome. I feel like usually games kind of do this. I feel like it's just been pretty solidly building. Like, I don't know. I think the pacing is really good in this game. Like, really, really good. And yeah. And then, what's the other thing? You get to go around town and talk to people, and what are they called? The links. I was just playing the game a second ago. The friendship links or whatever. Go talk to an old man. Now he's your best friend, and now your personas do better in the dungeons that are based on the old man variety. But yeah, I love it. This is my game of the year. It has to be. I just can't stop playing it, and I just fell in love with it. Yeah, I don't know. I just finally fell in love with it, and so I think there's a little bit of bias, you know, that it's just like my first time playing it or whatever, but... You know, because, like, some people, this could be, like, the third time they're playing it. They're kind of like, you know, they're trudging through it. But it all feels new to me, and, yeah, I just can't get enough of it. I love this, and I love the, like, the lore in the game, and I love, like, the overarching, like, you know, world and stuff. It's so cool. Like, an extra hour after 12 o'clock is so cool. Like, a secret hour in the day that nobody can feel or know is happening. You know, it just feels so interesting, like... Yeah, I don't know. It's like down to earth enough, but paranormal enough. Like, there's a perfect balance, you know, between otherworldly and like real life. Yep, I love it. Yeah, and I thought the school setting was gonna be something I didn't like, and I guess it's not my favorite, but I don't really care because everything else in it is so awesome. I got all F's and D's in high school and real life, but when I played Persona, I had Google, and now I get straight A's. So I'm gonna rattle these off fairly quickly here, but I just want to highlight how many freaking awesome games came out this year that I think none of us got to play. The last year was overwhelming. This year was overwhelming. Guess what? 2025 is also going to be overwhelming. And look, boom, look at this giant list of just stuff I wanted to play that I couldn't get to. Like, there's some really good stuff on there. Look at this. Slave Zero X, this random game. I kind of just bought that because it looked like it was going to be rare, but I wanted to play that. This one is my biggest regret, Fantazio, Neo Dimension. I really wanted to play this game. Turn-based RPG, but I was already playing 100-hour turn-based RPGs. Look at this. Another turn-based RPG back from the dead, like from the PC Engine. Do you even know what a PC Engine is? Me either. Look at this, Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore. That is like, it's supposed to be like those old school terrible Zelda games, the CDI games. Look at that, Coromon, Pokemon ripoff. Wanted to play that. Another Crusade, another turn-based RPG I wanted to play. This Way Madness is Mad and Lies and whatever, the turn-based RPG I wanted to play. Look at this game. I wanted to play this game. Now let me get out that a lot of these games, they just like got physically printed this year, and I count those, by the way. Look at this, Dorf Romantic. I wanted to play that. My girlfriend's obsessed with that game. Gravity Circuit. Look at that. It's like a Mega Man-like game. Look at this one. This one's so cute. It's like supposed to be like an N64 PS1 era. Well, it's supposed to be like those games, like the old school video games, but a new game. Look at this, Smushy. Who's that little Smushy? It's cute. Look at this, Floppy Nights, another RPG I wanted to play. Cassette Beast, I didn't even get to play Cassette Beast, dude. Just so many freaking video games. I want to play them all, but we're gonna invent a time machine just so we can go back in time and have more time to play video games. That's what we need science to do. Here at the end, before I say goodbye to you guys, you know, thank you so much for watching. It was really fun to make this video. you know, it took some time. I filmed all the videos here and there and at different times, and I thought that was kind of a fun little vibe. I did want to highlight a couple more little games here. And these were the games that the games that I bought, that I actually had time to play. And I I'll rattle these off again really quick. Look at this, Castle Crashers. Me and my girlfriend got to play this together, and it was fun. We got this game. We only played this game for an hour, but this is another game me and my girlfriend played together, Astral Ascent. Again, these are releases, physical releases this year, but not necessarily they came out this year. Like I said, I count those. And then look at this, Ship of Fools. Avoid this Switch version of the game at all costs. It has memory leak problems and crashes, but me and Maddie beat this together multiple times, so that's cool. And then Juicy Realm, we beat this the first day we ever got it. It's another whichever rogue one. And then look at this, Grandia. I played Grandia for the first time. Classic freaking RPG. I still don't get the battle system at all, but yeah. So those are some other games that I played that I could have put on the list, but didn't. And yeah, just thank you so much for hanging out and watching. If you made it this far, you're awesome. Thank you so much. 2025, I'm going to be making lots and lots of content. I've been kind of laying low before the Switch 2 comes out, but yeah, I want to get back to making lots of Zelda content for you guys, and you know, other Nintendo stuff when the Switch 2 rolls around. Yeah, and I think one more thing to look forward for this year is I went on this journey to beat 12 games. I wanted to beat a game every single month, and I've pretty much kept it secret. And yeah, so I'm going to be making that video next. So stay tuned for that. When that video gets done, you'll be able to, it'll be here at the end screen or whatever. Love you guys so much. Thank you for being going along with me and being a part of this YouTube journey. All the regulars and everybody who's always at the live streams, thank you guys. You guys were my Christmas present, you know what I mean? You guys all make this YouTube thing worth it. And see ya.